second chance. We'll show you how the Union Gospel Mission is serving more than just a Christmas meal. It's serving hope tonight.
And a dry Christmas Eve night with more rain on the way for Christmas Day itself, with cooler temperatures looming. On your first alert weather forecast. You're watching 4 News Now.
Good evening, and thank you for spending Christmas Eve with us. I'm Hunter Bertram. Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor are off. Well, many of us are cozy at home. Not everyone has a place to go or a meal to share. But there's hope. The Union Gospel Mission is stepping up to make a difference. They're rolling out a prime rib dinner for 300 guests tonight, and everyone's welcome. Today, Derek Strom caught up with a team dedicated behind this generous effort.
In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, it's always great to see our community giving back. Thank you, Derek. Well, the Salvation Army is looking for last-minute donations for its Red Kettle fundraiser, which is typically its biggest fundraiser of the year. So far, the Salvation Army says it's raised about the same amount as last year's fundraiser, but reports that costs are higher this year. Its food bank served more people than in previous years during the government shutdown, and it hopes to bring in more funding to stock the shelves again.
This year, we are looking to crest just over $350,000 with our Red Kettles. That's 60 locations all over the greater Spokane area, and we are always so grateful for the generosity of our community.
The Salvation Army says more people have stepped up to take part in its Angel Tree program to help give children toys and clothes this holiday. If you'd like to donate, you can still make a contribution online at MakingSpokaneBetter.org. Now to your first alert forecast. Jason Valentine joins us. Not the Christmas weather we were hoping for, but it seems like tonight might get a little bit better.
You know, for travelers, Hunter, it is pretty good conditions out there, but I know people want that white Christmas.
Want that snow.
Maybe by Friday. Good Wednesday evening. Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. In my first alert weather forecast.
All righty, Jason. Thank you. The new year is right around the corner, and with it comes some new laws you need to know about. First up, minimum wage workers in Washington will see a pay bump. Starting on the 1st, minimum wage will rise to $17.13 an hour. That's up from $16.66 an hour. The State Department of Labor and Industry says the bump reflects annual adjustments tied to inflation and state law departments. Now, this increase also changes the rules for who qualifies for overtime pay. Because the minimum wage will be higher, some salaried workers will need to earn more money before they can be exempt from getting paid overtime. In short, some who didn't qualify for overtime before may now be eligible. Up next, buying or selling precious metals in Washington, it's about to get more expensive. Also starting January 1st, gold, silver, and precious coins will be subject to a 10% tax. Currently, they are exempt from state sales tax, but will now be treated like any other retail product, like clothing or electronics.
Kind of a niche little industry that was kind of mostly left alone. I don't think that they fully understood the ramifications of adding sales tax and a B&O tax to our business.
Curious about how much cash this new tax could bring in for the state and why shop owners are worried? Watch Mary Sheridan's full report right now on KXLY.com. BMX racing is a growing sport in Spokane. There's an outdoor facility at the Dwight Merkel complex that draws many in. But just like most bike lanes across Spokane, it's not very enjoyable in winter.
So there's a lot of guys that want to ride. They just don't have the opportunity in the Northwest because snow, weather. But there's a lot of kids that want to race year-round.
Well, to help them race year-round, more than 250 truckloads of clay are now inside this giant pole barn. It's on Spotted Road near Andres, about halfway between Airway Heights and Cheney. Now, this isn't just a big pile of clay stuffed in a barn out of a random. It's a track designed by USA BMX master track builder Billy Allen. Owner Brendan Tarr says the facility will be top-notch when ready.
He was here all last week. He roughed the track in, and then we have to go through, smooth it out, pack it in, and make it race ready.
The starting gate for the first race of the season is set to drop on January 2nd. 509 Indoor BMX offers 1-day, 60-day, and full-year memberships. Alrighty, and coming up, we'll show you why the Department of Justice is taking weeks to release Epstein-related documents and why survivors say key information about powerful figures is still being protected. After the break, family gatherings can bring plenty of holiday cheer, but also stress. What experts say you could do to avoid drama at the dinner table. And into the sky, we are tracking Santa tonight. It might be a while before he makes it to the inland Northwest because he was just spotted in Greenland and is currently on his way to Canada. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Starting on Friday, the flags at all City of Spokane facilities will be flown at half staff to honor the Washington State Trooper who died in the line of duty last weekend. The Tacoma Police Department says Trooper Tara Marissa Guting was hit by a car while investigating an unrelated crash on Highway 509 last Friday. Investigators say she was thrown into the far right lane where she was hit by a pickup truck that then drove away. Police found the pickup truck yesterday, but the driver was not found. A memorial will be held for Trooper Guting this Saturday at Live Central in Tacoma. Her death marks the 34th line of duty death in Washington State Patrol history. A Spokane man is accused of intentionally starting a fire to burn down his apartment this week. It happened Monday afternoon on the 4100 block of West Rowan Avenue in Spokane. That's near the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. 60-year-old Anthony Rungo went before a judge for the first time this afternoon. Investigators believe Rungo put a pot of oil on the stove to heat it, then left his apartment with a bag of belongings. Police say he told a neighbor the day before the fire that he had a death wish. Detectives say they spotted him outside watching the fire. Once it caught, it led to evacuations in the 24-unit complex. Police say Rungo lied about living there when questioned. He was charged with first-degree arson and lying to officers. Around the nation, growing frustration among some Epstein survivors today as the Department of Justice releases the Epstein files in phases and with heavy redactions. The DOJ today said it may need a few more weeks to finish the release of the files. Christine Cordero has the details.
So, showers for your Merry Christmas just off and on, starting in the middle of your morning.
Alrighty, thanks, Jason. From an unresolved argument with a relative to the great aunt who always asks when you're getting married or having a baby. When the family gets together for the holidays, it can be joyous, while at the same time a bit nerve-wracking. Manny Gaither talks to a clinical psychologist about how to avoid holiday drama this year. Alrighty, good. Thanks to keeping your tool pocket. Hopefully my brother Brock just watched that. Still ahead, one family in Australia takes Christmas decorating to a whole new level. Their holiday display is so popular, it even needs someone to direct traffic.
It's a full-time job on top of my full-time job just for the Christmas season.
Why the lights almost disappeared for good and what brought them back, next on 4 News Now. Alrighty, if you think you're spirited this Christmas, one family in Australia might just outshine you. They're spreading extra holiday magic in their community, and it's getting a lot of love in spite of some grumpy neighbors. ABC's Danny New has the story. Gosh, that electric bill. Oof. Well, you know, in the inland Northwest, we also know how to dazzle with our holiday lights. There's still time to check out the more than 1 million Christmas lights along Lake Coeur d'Alene and the Coeur d'Alene Resort. They will stay lit through January 4th. And don't forget about the lights installed by Mark Peterson and the Extreme team at Cowley Park, part of our annual Making Spirits Bright project. The display is designed not only to spread holiday cheer, but also to bring a little joy, extra joy, to the patients, families, and staff inside Sacred Heart Children's Hospital right across the street. You can also swap your candy canes for lightsabers in need. As you can see, there are dozens of lights and giant inflatable characters. You can even turn on your radio to listen to the music synced with the display. We got up earlier this month with homeowner Kevin King, who says it's a fun memory for the family.
I think some of the adults are just excited, or not more excited, seeing this than some of the kids, because there's a lot of people that have been lifelong Star Wars fans to all different degrees, and when they come out here, you know, it's sort of a party atmosphere. We have music going. And
You can check out their Facebook page, Star Wars House Spokane, for when the display is up and running. The address is 15604 North Freya if you want to check it out. Still ahead, humidifiers can be life-saving during winter months and flu season, but only if they're clean.
You should always make sure that you clean your humidifier, because if you don't, that might start causing the growth of mold and bacteria.
Coming up, Consumer Report shows you how to keep yours in tip-top shape. And Spokane's first indoor BMX racetrack is set to open next month. We'll show you how crews transformed hundreds of truckloads of clay into a year-round racing facility next on 4 News Now.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Alrighty, thanks for staying with us on 4 News Now this Christmas Eve. Spokane area's first ever indoor BMX race track is just about ready for a season of winter racing. Located on Spotted Road near the intersection with Andres Road, the facility will open up a whole new season of racing. Our Ryan Neal has the story.
News Now.
Well, that sure does look like a lot of fun. Jason, I heard you might be a BMX guy.
Well, I didn't need a place like that when I grew up in Spokane in the late 70s.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of dirt everywhere, because we didn't have the neighborhoods we have now.
I
So
thought you were going to say potholes.
No,
I'm
well,
like, there's a lot of potholes.
There's a lot of potholes, yes. But I'm so glad it's there, because it is fun. It's good exercise. Keeps them out of trouble.
That's always good. And, you know, hopefully Santa stays out of trouble tonight.
Exactly.
Weather's going to clear up. What do we got in the forecast?
And hopefully we're not on the trouble list or the naughty list. Let's take a look. First, we're going to start with, it's fantastic. It is Wildlife Wednesday. We don't take a day off from that on Christmas Eve. Thank you, Cherry. I'm going to try Gwyn for a bald eagle in Priest River. We have another bald eagle. Dale Hughes sent us this. Thank you so much, Dale. More bald eagles. Nora Jen, thank you so much. That's a bald eagle at Cooley Dam. We're thankful for everybody who sends in their photos. And I stole this last night, Hunter, from Chris. Look at this. We have 2 deer right next to a Christmas tree. Mark Vaught. I mean, that's
special.
Just beautiful. So sorry to steal that from you, Chris, but I just absolutely loved it. So if you saw it.
As always, thank you, Jason. A battle over Christmas lights in Maryland is moving from the rooftop to the courtroom. A family says their homeowners association is trying to find them into submission. But for now, the lights are staying on. Sophie Flay has more. With dry winter air plus cold and flu season in full swing, a humidifier can be essential to better skin, sleep, and overall health. However, humidifiers can get gross, potentially spreading bacteria and other germs. Consumer Reports reveal some simple and super effective maintenance tips to keep you and your humidifier in tip-top shape all winter long. Well, the economy is booming, GDP is up, and the markets are celebrating. But many Americans are still struggling.
The economy is very unequal right now.
Why experts say the average American isn't seeing the benefits of our booming economy after the break. Inflation is cooling, people are spending money, and the economy is expanding at its fastest pace in 2 years. But for many, the numbers don't match reality at the checkout line. Amanda Sansone reports from our nation's capital on why prices remain such a sticking point. Alrighty, speaking of rain, a powerful storm carrying a strong atmospheric river is in California, forcing evacuations as officials warn of life-threatening flooding. Southern California is under the highest level of flood risk, putting more than 7 million people in Los Angeles and nearby counties on high alert. Ivan Rodriguez has the latest. And before we go to break, here is a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Welcome back. Spotty showers for your Christmas day. Again, in the form of rain. Could see a little snow Friday night. Your high tomorrow, 45. Could see morning fog, light winds.
Alrighty, Jason.
Yeah.
Speaking of the holiday tomorrow, we asked some of you we asked everyone on 4 News Now's Facebook to share your holiday traditions. And we're going to show those photos and the traditions off at 11. But Jason, any for you?
We'd open family presents at 7:30 and then watch A Christmas Story. How about you?
You know, interestingly enough, my family, we do hors d'oeuvres, and one of those being, I think, I'm from Minnesota, so Minnesota sushi, it's a big topic here in the newsroom. We've got a picture.
Goodness.
My sister, Bailey, is, I mean, her plate's full of them, but my mom and dad, Jim and Jill, they also are like the experts at making them. We usually don't cut up our pickles, though.
Is it prosciutto, cream cheese, and pickles?
It's pickles, cream cheese, ham, possibly salami, corned beef, whatever. But
it's delicious.
Anyways, Merry Christmas to all of you. We'll be back here at 11. See you then.